Across the ancient tapestry of our planet, mountains rise as monuments to time and mystery, sentinels shaped by forces beyond our comprehension. Some of these peaks defy all expectation, their forms so bizarre, so utterly alien, that they seem to belong to another world. Today, we embark on a journey to 6 such wonders. Mountains whose very existence challenges what we think we know about the Earth's restless surface. These are not merely geological formations, they are the birthplaces of myths, the subjects of legends whispered through generations. To behold them is to glimpse the power of nature's artistry, and to sense the awe that inspired tales of gods, monsters, and worlds lost to time. Their origins are shrouded in mystery, their shapes the result of ancient upheavals and eons of erosion, each one a riddle written in stone. Let us set forth together, you and I, to uncover the secrets at the heart of these extraordinary places. From the cloud-wreathed plateaus of South America to the icy edges of Antarctica, these 6 mountains stand as testaments to the imagination, both of nature and of humanity. Join me as we explore their stories, and perhaps, discover a little wonder for ourselves. High in the remote heart of South America, where Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana converge, stands a mountain that seems to have been plucked from the pages of science fiction, Mount Roraima. Its summit is a vast, flat plateau, sheared off from the world below by vertical cliffs, rising 1,000 feet, an island in the sky adrift above the endless green of the Amazon rainforest. Approaching Roraima, one is struck by its alien grandeur. The mountain's fortress-like walls glisten with waterfalls, fed by the almost constant rain that shrouds its upper reaches. The air is thick with moisture, and the clouds swirl, revealing and concealing its summit in an endless dance. It is no wonder that Roraima has inspired indigenous legends of gods and spirits, and that Arthur Conan Doyle imagined it as the setting for his novel, The Lost World. Geologically, Roraima is among the oldest surfaces on Earth. Its sandstone cap dates back nearly 2 billion years, a relic from a time when the continents were just beginning to take shape. Erosion has worn away the softer rock, leaving behind the sheer cliffs and tabletop plateau, what scientists call a tepui. These formations are as rare as they are spectacular. To ascend Roraima is to journey through time. The climb begins in the lush rainforest, teeming with life, and rises through mist-shrouded slopes to the barren, windswept summit. Here, the landscape is like no other. Fields of bizarre rock formations, deep crevices, and pools of water reflecting the sky. It is a world apart, cut off from the evolutionary paths below. Because of this isolation, Roraima harbors life forms found nowhere else on Earth. Carnivorous plants lurk in the crevices, feeding on unwary insects. Tiny frogs adapted to the cold and wet hop among the stones. Botanists and zoologists who have braved the journey to the summit have discovered new species, proof that the mountain is a living laboratory of evolution. Yet, for all its scientific intrigue, Roraima remains a place of legend. The local Payman people call it Roraima, the great blue-green mountain, and believe it to be the stump of a mighty tree that once held all the fruits and vegetables of the world. When the tree was felled by a trickster, disaster followed. The mountain thus stands as both a monument and a warning. The journey to Roraima's summit is not for the faint of heart. It requires days of trekking through dense jungle, fording rivers, and scaling steep, slippery paths. But those who reach the top are rewarded with a view that defies description, a panorama that stretches to the horizon, the world falling away in every direction. Mount Roraima challenges our sense of what is possible. Its alien appearance, ancient origins, and unique ecosystem fuel the imagination, inviting us to ponder what other mysteries might still lie hidden among the world's forgotten summits. In the rolling plains of northeastern Wyoming, a geological apparition rises abruptly from the earth, a solitary formation so stark, so precise, that it has long baffled both scientists and storytellers. This is Devil's Tower, a monolith that seems sculpted by some giant's hand, its vertical columns marching in perfect unison toward the sky. Devil's Tower is an igneous intrusion, a core of molten rock that cooled and hardened beneath the surface millions of years ago. Over time, the softer, sedimentary rock that once encased it was stripped away by wind and water, revealing the tower's striking geometry. Its sides are formed from hexagonal columns, as if nature herself had devised a cathedral of stone. The sight of Devil's Tower is at once uncanny and mesmerizing. Its looming presence dominates the landscape, visible for miles in every direction. At sunrise and sunset, its columns catch the light, casting long shadows across the plains. It is a place where the boundary between the ordinary and the extraordinary seems to blur. For centuries, indigenous peoples have regarded Devil's Tower as sacred. The Lakota, Cheyenne, and Kiowa all tell stories of its creation, of children chased by bears, of miraculous ascents, of the land itself rising up to protect the innocent. Prayer cloths flutter from the trees at its base, testifying to the mountain's enduring spiritual power. Scientists, meanwhile, continue to debate the precise origins of Devil's Tower. Was it the neck of an ancient volcano, a laccolith, a dome-shaped intrusion, or something even more unusual? No one can say for certain. Each new study reveals more about its structure, but the original mystery remains unsolved. Climbers are drawn to Devil's Tower by the challenge of its sheer faces and the puzzle of its columns. To ascend its heights is to grapple not only with physical obstacles, but with the weight of legend. Those who reach the summit often speak of a sense of reverence, of standing atop a place where the veil between worlds is thin. The tower's fame has only grown in recent years, thanks in part to its starring role in popular culture, from Native American stories to the cinematic wonder of Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Yet, for all the attention, it retains its sense of otherness. A solitary sentinel, guarding secrets millions of years in the making. Devil's Tower stands as a reminder that the Earth's most compelling mysteries are often hidden in plain sight. Its geometric precision and the lore it inspires invite us to look closer, to question, and to marvel at the improbable artistry of our restless planet. Far to the east, in the remote reaches of the Tibetan Plateau, rises a mountain of such perfect symmetry and spiritual significance that it has remained unconquered and inviolate for millennia. This is Mount Kailash, a sacred peak revered by millions, a focal point of pilgrimage and devotion across Asia. From a distance, the mountain appears almost sculpted, its slopes rising in crisp, angular lines to a snow-capped summit. Its four faces align with the cardinal directions, and its shape, like a celestial pyramid, has inspired awe and wonder since ancient times. The stark white of its glaciers gleams against the cobalt sky, a beacon above the arid plains. Mount Kailash is unique, not only in its form, but in its meaning. For Hindus, it is the abode of Lord Shiva, the destroyer and regenerator. For Buddhists, it is Mount Meru, the axis of the universe. Jains and Bonpo alike venerate the mountain, weaving it into the fabric of their faiths. To set foot on its slopes is considered an act of profound reverence. No climber has ever reached the summit of Kailash, nor is any permitted to try. The mountain's sanctity is such that even the most intrepid mountaineers respect the prohibition. Content, instead, to walk the Kora, a 52-kilometer pilgrimage circuit that circles the base. Each year, thousands of devotees make the arduous journey, braving altitude and weather to complete the sacred loop. Geologically, Kailash's symmetry is a marvel. Its layers of metamorphic rock have been uplifted and eroded over millions of years, yet the mountain retains a geometric precision that defies easy explanation. Scientists study its structure, but the mountain's perfection seems to transcend the ordinary laws of nature. The legends of Mount Kailash are as profound as its physical presence. It is said to be the source of 4 great rivers, the lifeblood of Asia. It is a place where gods descend, where sages meditate, where the veil between the material and the spiritual is at its thinnest. Pilgrims speak of visions and revelations, of transformations that occur simply by being in its shadow. To witness Kailash is to understand that some mysteries are not meant to be solved, but to be experienced. Its presence dwarfs all who approach, reminding us of forces greater than ourselves, of the infinite, the eternal, the sacred. As the sun sets behind the mountain, its peak glows with a golden light, and the air is filled with the sound of prayer wheels and chanting. Mount Kailash stands as both a geological wonder and a spiritual axis, a place where science and faith converge, and where the human spirit is humbled by the grandeur of the earth. Deep in the Peruvian Andes lies a mountain that seems more the work of an artist than of nature. Vinicunca, known to many as Rainbow Mountain, draws visitors from across the globe with its astonishing palette of colors, painted in stripes across its slopes like a geological rainbow. The journey to Vinicunca is not an easy one. It begins in the thin air of the high Andes, winding through wind-swept valleys and past herds of alpaca grazing on sparse grass. With every step the anticipation grows, until, at last, the mountain comes into view, its layers of red, yellow, green, and turquoise exposed in dazzling bands. These colors are the result of unique mineral deposits, laid down over millions of years and thrust to the surface by the slow collision of tectonic plates. Iron oxide creates the reds and yellows. Copper gives rise to greens and blues. The result is a natural canvas ever-changing with the light and the weather. For centuries, Vinicunca remained hidden, known only to local herders and travelers on ancient trade routes. It is only in recent years, as glaciers have receded and trails have improved, that the mountain has been revealed to the wider world. Its fame has grown rapidly, drawing thousands who seek to witness its surreal beauty firsthand. The mountain has long been a place of significance for the Quechua people, who see in its colors the embodiment of Pachamama, the earth goddess. Offerings are left on its slopes, prayers whispered to the wind. The interplay of geology and culture is palpable. Each layer a story, each hue a memory. Climatic extremes rule here. The weather can shift in moments, from brilliant sun to freezing hail, from clear skies to enveloping mist. Yet for those who persevere, the sight of Vinicunca in full sunlight is unforgettable, a dreamscape rendered in stone. Scientists study Vinicunca, not only for its minerals, but for what it reveals about the Earth's past. The mountain strata hold clues to vanished seas and ancient climates, to the forces that have shaped the Andes over countless ages. Every stripe is a chapter in the planet's ongoing story. For visitors, however, it is the sense of wonder that lingers. To stand atop Vinicunca, breathing the thin, crisp air, is to feel at once small and infinite, to realize that beauty can emerge from the most unlikely of places, and that the Earth's palette is far richer than we imagine. Vinicunca reminds us that our world is still capable of surprise, a living masterpiece, shaped by time, awaiting those willing to seek it out. In the heart of the Alps, on the border between Switzerland and Italy, stands one of the world's most recognizable peaks, the Matterhorn. Its near-perfect pyramid looms above the landscape, a solitary titan rising from rolling meadows and deep forests, a symbol of both beauty and peril. The mountain's flanks sweep up in bold, straight lines to a sharp, singular point, its symmetry drawing the eye and the imagination. Carved by glaciers and time, the Matterhorn appears almost intentional, as if carved by some ancient hand. Its four faces align with the compass, each side catching the sun in turn as the day unfolds. Mountaineers have long been drawn to the Matterhorn, lured by its daunting beauty and the challenge it represents. The first successful ascent in 1865 ended in tragedy, with only 3 of the 7 climbers returning alive. Since then, countless adventurers have tested themselves against its steep ridges and sudden storms, each one seeking to become part of its storied legacy. The Matterhorn's legend is woven into the fabric of alpine culture. For local villagers, it is both protector and threat, a source of inspiration and of cautionary tales. Its image adorns everything from chocolate boxes to postage stamps, yet its real power is experienced on the mountain itself, where the scale of nature is overwhelming. Geologically, the Matterhorn is a monument to collision and uplift. Its rock was once part of the African continent, thrust upward as tectonic plates collided and folded the land. Over millions of years, glaciers carved away the softer stone, leaving behind the iconic horn that now dominates the skyline. Each season brings its own drama. In summer, wildflowers carpet the valleys below, while climbers inch their way up icy ridges. In winter, snow and wind transform the mountain into a fortress of ice. Beautiful and forbidding. The mountain's moods are legendary, changing in an instant from welcoming to deadly. The Matterhorn is not just a mountain, it is a proving ground for human ambition and endurance. Those who climb it speak of a sense of communion, with the landscape, with history, with the primal forces that shape our world. Failure and triumph are both possible, and each ascent is a lesson in humility. For all its fame, the Matterhorn retains its mystery. No 2 ascents are ever the same, and the mountain continues to inspire awe in all who see it. Its perfect shape is a reminder that nature is the greatest architect of all, and that some challenges are timeless. The Matterhorn stands as a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown, a peak that invites us to reach higher, to strive, and to dream. At the very edge of the world, on the frozen continent of Antarctica, stands a mountain of fire encased in ice. Mount Erebus, the southernmost active volcano on Earth, is a place of paradox, a churning cauldron in the midst of endless winter. Erebus rises more than 3,700 meters above the Ross ice shelf, its flanks cloaked in glaciers and snow. Yet at its summit, a persistent lava lake glows red in the darkness, a sign of the restless forces below. It is one of only a handful of such lakes on the planet, a window into the fiery heart of the Earth. The landscape surrounding Erebus is otherworldly. Ice caves riddle its lower slopes, sculpted by volcanic steam. Towering plumes of gas drift into the polar sky, mixing with the ever-present cold. To approach the mountain is to enter a realm where the familiar rules of nature seem suspended. Despite its remoteness, Mount Erebus has attracted scientists for decades. Researchers brave the bitter cold to study its eruptions, its unique mineral formations, and the extremophiles, organisms that thrive in its harsh environment. Each expedition is a test of endurance, a venture into one of the world's last great frontiers. The mountain's name is fitting. Erebus was the Greek god of darkness, and here, in the perpetual twilight of the Antarctic summer, the volcano lives up to its mythic origins. Its eruptions can be sudden and violent, sending ash and rock high into the sky. Yet, most days, it smolders quietly, a silent sentinel over the icy wastes. Legends have begun to grow around Erebus, blending scientific discovery with the sense of the uncanny. Stories of ghostly lights, of strange echoes in the ice caves, of machines that malfunction in its shadow. It is a place where the boundary between reality and imagination is thin. For those who have stood on its slopes, Erebus is unforgettable. The wind bites, the ice creaks, and the distant glow of molten rock reminds us that even here, at the end of the Earth, our planet is alive, dynamic, unpredictable, and full of surprise. Mount Erebus is a testament to the extremes of our world. It embodies the ongoing dance between destruction and creation, between cold and heat, between the known and the unknown. Its secrets continue to draw us back, reminding us that the greatest mysteries may be found in the unlikeliest of places. Our journey has carried us across continents and through eons, from the cloud-crowned tablelands of Venezuela to the fiery heart of Antarctica. Along the way,